that's fine.
Towards you?
All right, wait, I gotta grab it.
All the work was done, I it's too late. Have show world travel.
That's for you.
Thank you.
Wait a minute. You know what?
As my friends say, they've heard of written music, but they never
This
actually.
is for me. Oh, this is for you.
Looks like you're writing. Perfect.
That's, we've done that before.
Okay. Da-da.
So there's
Dee-da. Beat. Da-da-da-da-dee-da. It will all come back to me. Anything else? We're not doing, oh, we are doing Hatikva. It went to the back. Got it. Okay.
we may skip. We did all that.
Whatever. Surely.
I'm doing that
Guitar only.
guitar.
You don't want me to come in at all.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. Whatever. It's always nice just to hear your voice and your guitar by itself. So that'll change. Okay. I'll play a little something to keep the natives.
You mean this? Service order. A set list. A pre-list. Right.
Shabbat Shalom. We're going to invite all of you smiley, happy, beautifully dressed people to come on in and to populate these sections right in front of us. That's the cue. Oh, we got the tissues, the tons of tissues. So today has been, I must say, yeah, you could sit in the front in the synagogue. Well, don't worry, we'll charge you a little extra for that seat. We'll put it on your bill. Shabbat Shalom. Everyone should just go, because it has been one of those weeks in so many ways, exactly. And Shabbat is that opportunity for us to make a collective exhale, whether it is what we're feeling globally or locally. I have to say, today made a .rel history. In order to understand how history was made, you have to understand my perspective. My office sort of overlooks the two pathways through the courtyard of Adat Ariel. And so pretty much I see everyone walking in and I see everyone walking out. And today I saw one, Natalie Syrian, walk in and out about 20 times with many of you here. But here's the trick. This is her fourth outfit of the day. There was the bat mitzvah, like, beautiful dress. So I got a sneak preview of tomorrow's outfit. Then there was it's only 3, but I exaggerate to 4 because 4 is like 4 cups of wine. It's very Jewish. But then there was the gotta make the kiddush in the kitchen outfit, which I saw earlier this afternoon. And then I saw you again in the hallway. It was like, you changed again. And this is the third outfit of the day. So the sweats at home, they're in the car. So I have to wish you congratulations, not only for setting the world record for wardrobe changes here at Adat Ariel. That's the kind of crowd we are, a very high society. But Ella, I think that this is indicative, not only from your mom, but everybody, whether people got on planes or people put in extra efforts. People are here just as an expression of love, right? As a time that in a world where we see many other expressions, and we see expressions that are not filled with love, at a time like this, to be able to celebrate your bat mitzvah and to have like this pure flowing of love, that is really a bracha, it's a blessing. And so we appreciate you being here. We appreciate all of you who are with us. And it is just to celebrate Shabbat together. So we're going to begin our service on page 10 with Yedid Nefesh, page 10, underneath the seats or in the seat pockets. Yeah, you got to give them a little jiggle there.
This may be a new Yedid Nefesh for some of you. For some of you, you heard it before. It's by composer Joshua Shavsky. Starts with the nigun. So everybody can learn the nigun very nicely and quickly. Dai, 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 lai, dai, dai, ai, lai, 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 ai, lai, 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 dai, 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 ai.
continue on page 11 with Lechuna Ranina.
Lechu neranina ladonai nari aletzor ishenu nekadma fana bitoda bizmirot nari alo nekadma fana bitoda bizmirot nari alo ki el gadol Adonai umelech gadol al kol Elohim asher beyado mechkerei aretz v'toafot harim lo asher beyado mechkerei aretz v'toafot harim lo asher lo hayam v'yuasa u'v'yabeshet yadav yatzaru bo nishtachave v'nichlam v'nivrach lifnei al takshu levavchem gemriva yom hazal b'midbar.
Page 12, right by that little rust-colored arrow.
Arba'im shana akut bedor va'omaram toe levavim vehem lo yadu derachai asher nishbati be'api im yevo'u nel menuchati. Shiru l'Adonai shir chadash, shiru l'Adonai kol haaretz. Shiru l'Adonai baruch hu shemo baruch. Oz v'tiveret b'migdashano. Chilu mipanav kol haaretz imru v'goyim. Page 14 at the arrow. Yismechu hashamayim, hashamayim, yismechu hashamayim, hashamayim, yismechu hashamayim, v'tagel haaretz. Yismechu shamayim, hashamayim, yismechu hashamayim, hashamayim, yismechu hashamayim v'tagel haaretz. Yiramayam, Yiramayam, Yiramayam umelo. Yiramayam, Yiramayam, Yiramayam umelo. Yiramayam, Yiramayam, Yiramayam umelo. Yiramayam, Yiramayam, Yiramayam umelo. Yismechu hashamayim, hashamayim, yismechu hashamayim, hashamayim, yismechu hashamayim v'tagel haaretz. Ya'alo sadai v'chol asher bo, az yivranenu kol atzei ya'ar, lifnei Adonai kiva, kiva lishpot haaretz, yishpot tevel b'tzedek, ve'amim b'emunato. Page 17. Mizmor shiru l'Adonai shir chadash, ki niflaot asa, Hoshea lo yamin ozro kodshim. Page 18, the third line down. Zamru l'Adonai bechinor, bechinor v'kol zimra, b'chatzotzrot v'kol shofar, hariu lifnei hamelech Adonai. Zameru l'Adonai bechinor, bechinor v'kol zimra, b'chatzotzrot v'kol shofar, hariu lifnei hamelech Adonai. Yira mayam umlo'o, tevel ve'yoshveva, neharot yimcha uchav, yachad arim yiranenu, lifnei Adonai kiva, kiva lishpot haaretz, yishpot tevel b'tzedek, ve'amim b'meisharim. Yira mayam umlo'o, tevel ve'yoshveva, neharot yimcha uchav, yachad harim yiranenu.
Page 23, Lechadodi.
Yam beridam bara lecha dodi, yam beridam bara likrat kala, yam beridam bara penei Shabbat nekabela. Yam beridam beri lecha dodi, yam beri likrat kala, yam beri andiri penei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi, lecha dodi, likrat kala penei Shabbat, penei Shabbat nekabela. Shamor v'zachor b'dibor echad hishmianu ela meyuchad. Adonai echad u'shemo echad l'shem u'tiferet v'litila olecha dodi. Lecha dodi likrat kala o penei Shabbat, penei Shabbat nekabela. Likrat Shabbat lechu v'nelcha, ki mekor haberacha. Meirosh mikedem nesucha, sof ma'aseh b'machshava techila. Olecha dodi, lecha dodi likrat kala o penei Shabbat, penei Shabbat nekabela. Mikdash melech ir melucha kumitzei mitoch afecha, rav lach shevet b'yemek habacha, v'hu yachamol alayichem la. Olecha lecha dodi dodi, lecha dodi likrat kala o penei penei Shabbat Shabbat, penei Shabbat nekabela. לקבלה. התנערי מעפר קומי, לבשי בגדי תפארתך עמי. על יד בן ישי בית הלחמי, קרבה אל נפשי גאלה. לך, לך דודי, דודי, לך דודי, לקראת כלה. פני, פני, שבת, שבת, פני, שבת, נקבלה. התעוררי, התעוררי, כי באורך קומי אורי. אורי, אורי, שיר דברי, כבוד אדוני עלייך נגלה. לך דודי, לך דודי, לקראת כלה. פני שבת, פני שבת, נקבלה. לא תבושי ולא תקלמי, מה תשכחי ומה תהמי. בך יחסו עניי עמי, ונבנתה יראתי לה. לך דודי, דודי, לך דודי, לקראת כלה. פני שבת, פני שבת, נקבלה. והיו למשיסה שוסייך, ורחקו כל מבלייך. יסיס עלייך אלוהייך, כמשוש חתן על כלה. לך, לך דודי, דודי, לך דודי, לקראת כלה. פני, פני שבת, שבת, פני שבת, נקבלה. ימינו שמותי פרוצי, ואת אדוני תעריצי. על יד איש בן פרצי, ונשמחה ונגילה. לך, לך דודי, לך דודי, לקראת כלה. פני שבת, שבת, פני שבת, נקבלה. בואי ושלום עטרת, בלגן בשמחה ובצהלה. תוך אמוני עם סגולה. בואי חלה, בואי חלה. לך, דודי, דודי, לך דודי, לקראת כלה. פני שבת, פני שבת, נקבלה. דרה לך דודי, דרה לקראת כלה. דרה לפני שבת, נקבלה. דרה לך דודי, דרה לקראת כלה. דרה לפני שבת, nekabela.
Please be seated, page 27.
מזמור שיר ליום השבת, טוב להודות, להודות לאדוני. ולזמר לשמך עליון. טוב להודות, להודות לאדוני. ולזמר לשמך עליון. ואמונתך בלילות להגיד בבוקר חסדך ואמונתך בלילות. עלי עצור ויעלנה ועלי גם
Page 28.
צדיק אתה אמר יפרח כירס בלבנון יזכה שתולים בבית אדוני בחצרות אלוהינו יפריחו עוד ינובון בשיבה דשנים ורעננים יהיו להגיד כי אשר אדוני צורי ואלוהיו לטבו.
Page 29, right by the little arrow.
מקולות מים רבים אדירים משברי ים אדיר במרום אדוני עדותיך נאמנו מאוד לביתך נבע קודש אדוני לאורך ימים.
So now that we've had that opportunity to exhale with Kabbalat Shabbat, which is not a service, but just it's actually a meditation, right? It's an opportunity for us to reorder our priorities, to laugh with one another, to greet one another, to dance with one another, to be in life, because it's easy to get out of whack. Right? It's easy for us to get out of whack with the many things that are kind of overwhelming, whether it's planning a big family simcha or it's just looking at the front pages of the newspaper. It's easy to get out of whack. And so Kabbalat Shabbat is an opportunity to step back and to kind of do that exhale so that we can enter Shabbat with a fullness of spirit and heart. And now that we have that intention with that beautiful Kabbalat Shabbat service, we're going to invite Natalie and Elle and our grandmothers to please join us to light our Shabbat candles, and we'll invite everyone to please rise. And El, as you receive nishikot, as you receive kisses from your grandparents and from your mom, my hope and prayer for you is the light of these Shabbat candles, that you should feel their warmth, and that you should feel their glow, and that these should be that should be reminders to you of all of the love that's present in this room and beyond, and that may that be a guiding source in your life as you continue on as a bat mitzvah as a full member of our Jewish community. And we all say to that, Amen. Okay. And grandmas, you can go return to your seats, and we're going to call Dave to come join us for the Talit presentation, and you guys can all come on up over here, or you could do it from, grab the Talit. Might need that for the Talit presentation, yeah.
Okay. It will be a miracle if I get through this. Without crying. When Daddy and I got married, there were two special talitot we used that day. One was from Saba El-Kana in Israel. That talit created the canopy of our chuppah. It was supposed to symbolize the new Jewish home we were creating together. The second was a talit that Nona and Safta used to wrap both me and Daddy for a prayer to bless our marriage. That talit was the one Daddy was given at his bar mitzvah. That same talit was used to wrap us with you at your baby naming. Now we stand here today, about to give you your talit. This is the first of many important Jewish objects we hope you will have in your lifetime. One day you will own your own Shabbat candlesticks, Kiddush cup, and many other items. One day we hope this same talit will wrap you under your chuppah and help you welcome your babies into the Jewish community. We hope during those moments you will be reminded of this moment and how immensely proud we are of the person you are becoming. A young woman who is kind, caring, and so proud to be Jewish.
There he goes. We'll have those out tomorrow, and maybe the no-run makeup also would be a good. You can buy more? Okay, good. We'll now ask the community to please rise for the Baruch Hu, our call to prayer, page 39.
Ya la 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 ya da 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 la da 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 la la na 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 la da 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 la da la 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 da 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 la da da Baruch et Adonai HaMevorach. Adonai HaMevorach leolam leolam vaed. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach leolam leolam vaed. Lai dai 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 lai dai la lai dai lai dai lai 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 dai dai lai 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 la lai 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 dai 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 lai lai lai
we can be seated.
Umavir yom umevi laila, umavdil ben yom uven laila, Adonai tzvaot shemo, El chai v'kayam, tamidim lo chaleinu leolam va'ed, Baruch ata Adonai, ha'ma'ariv ha'ravim, Ahavat olam beit Yisrael machachavta Torah mitzvot v'kibbutz. כי הם חיינו ויורך ימינו, ובהם נגע יומם ולילה, ואהבתך אל תסיר ממנו לעולמים. ברוך אתה אדוני, אוהב עמו ישראל. שמע ישראל, אדוני Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavcha u'v'chol nafshecha u'v'chol meodecha ve'hayu הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך וקשרתם לאות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך, והיה אם שמעו תשמעו מצוות אשר לכם מצוותם. בשמיים על הארץ ויאמר להם משלים ציציתו כנפי אדוני אלוהיכם אמת ואמונה כל סוף הקיים עלינו כי אדוני אלוהינו ואין זולתו ואנחנו ישראל עמו הפודנו מיד מלאכים.
Page 44.
ומלכותו ברצון קיבלו עליהם משה ומרים ובני ישראל לכהנו שירה בשמחה רבה ויאמרו כולם יאללה לי 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 יאללה ני 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 יאללה לי 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 ני ני יאללה לי 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 יאללה ני 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 יאללה לי 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 מי כמוך באלים אדוני מי כמוך נדר בקודש נורא תהילות אוסף אלה אוסף אלה מלכותך ראו בניך בוקע ים לפני משה זה אלי אנו ויאמרו יאללה לי 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 יאללה יאללה לי 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 יאללה לי 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 יאללה לי 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 יאללה לי 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 ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, la 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 la, la la la, ya la 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 la, da 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 da, da 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 da, v'ne'emar ki fadar Adonai et Yaakov u'ge'alo miyad chazak mimenu. Baruch atah Adonai Ga'al Yisrael.
Amen. The Hashkivenu, our evening prayer for peace, page 45.
Stuck. Here we are. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu Leshalom. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu Leshalom. Uvetzel knafecha tastirenu, tastirenu. Shomreinu, Matzileinu, Umatzileinu Ata, Hashkivenu, Adonai Eloheinu, Leshalom, Hashkivenu, Adonai Eloheinu, Leshalom. Ushmor tzeitenu uvoenu lechayim ushalom. Me'ata ve'yad olam, me'ata ve'yad olam. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu Leshalom. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu Leshalom. Ufros Aleinu Sukkot Shelomecha. Ufros Aleinu Sukkot Shlomecha. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu Leshalom. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu Leshalom. Baruch atah Adonai Haporei Sukkot Shalom Aleinu V'al kol amo Yisrael Ve'al Yerushalayim.
Please rise, Vishamru, page 46.
V'shamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat ledorotam berit olam. V'shamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat ledorotam berit olam. Beini uvein b'nei Yisrael oti leolam, oti leolam, oti leolam. V'shamru Shabbos la'asot et ha'Shabbat לדורותם ברית עולם כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם וביום השביעי שבת וינפש שבת וינפש ביום השביעי ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת שבס לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה ויאמר דברי קירותי וימליך מלכותי בחייכון וביומכון ובחיי דכל בית ישראל בעגלה ובזמן קריב ואמרו אמן יהי שמי רבה מבורך לעולם וליומי יומיה יתברך יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי דקודשה בריחו לעילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה תושבחתה ונחמתה דאמירן בעלמה ואמרו Amen.
The Amidah is our opportunity for our own silent prayers, thoughts, and meditations. The traditional liturgy can be found beginning on page 47. When you've completed your Amidah, you can be seated.
Ose shalom bimromav hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'al kol Yisrael ve'imru Imru Amen. עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל, ועל כל ישראל, ואמרו אמן. Yambarai lai lai lai, yambarai lai lai, yalai lai lai lai, yalai lai lai lai, yambarai lai lai lai, yalai lai lai, yalai lai lai lai, yalai lai lai lai. Oseh shalom bimromav, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. ועל כל יושבי תבל, ואמרו אמן. יתקרא ויקרא שמי רבה, ביולמה דברה, קירותי וימלך מלכותי בחייכון וימיכון ובחי דכל בית ישראל, בעגלה ובזמן קריב אמרו אמן. יהי שמי רבה מבורך, לעולם ליומי יומיים. ברח יתברך וישתבח ויפור ויתרומם ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתהלל ויתהלל שמי לקודשה. בריחו לעילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה תושבחתה ונחמתה דמירם בימה ויאמרו אמן. תתקבל צלותון ובאותון דכל ישראל קודם אבוהן דבשמיא ויאמרו אמן. יהי שלום רבה מן שמיא וחיים עלינו ועל כל ישראל ויאמרו אמן. עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ועל כל יושבי תבל, ויאמרו אמן.
Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Most of the time, when we encounter Elle, for those of you who don't know her as well, when you encounter her, there's a little bit of shyness, but there's a bright smile that immediately unfolds. That smile right there. And that is what I think of every time I see you, except there was one exception. One time, I asked you about what you thought about something, and instead of that beautiful, reserved, a little reticent smile, your face turned pale, and your mouth, your lips kind of like turned inwards, and you were like, whoa. And it was about your Torah portion for tomorrow. Because Elle got a tough assignment with Parshat Acharei Mot. For those of you who haven't spent hours this week poring over the text, there's a lot of yucky stuff, let's just say, that's in that Torah portion, right? There's a lot of blood. There's some sacrifices. They're even spritzing the blood and the sacrifices all over the place. And when I asked you about it, you went, and there's and there's good reason to kind of go, But there is what to learn from this Torah portion. And I'm going to address one aspect of it tomorrow. But something else that I want to do is to talk about another important aspect of the Torah portion tonight with one specific ritual. Tomorrow I'll address it more sort of in general. But one specific ritual. It's the ancient Yom Kippur ritual, right? And that is the ritual with the goats. 2 goats. One goat is made as sacrifice. It's a purification sacrifice to God. And does anyone remember what happens to especially if you Hebrew speakers amongst us? It's language that you don't think is appropriate to synagogue, but it comes from the Torah. What's the phrase that I'm thinking of? Right, the Azazel, right? Right, exactly. If you tell someone Lech Azazel in Hebrew, not very nice, but it actually comes from the Torah. Because the second of those two goats is there's a confession made upon the goat's head, and then the goat is sent off to Azazel. Now, what is Azazel? Was it an area? Was it a demon? Was it hell? That is not clear from the text itself. It's a strange and weird ritual, and it was also the centerpiece of the Yom Kippur ritual. By the way, that's where we also got this idea of a scapegoat. That comes from a mistranslation of the Hebrew text, which is an escapegoat, the goat that escapes, that gets sent off. The other goat gets, this goat escapes, and a scapegoat is one that you put all your stuff onto, right? The one that you blame for problems that are not it's not the goat's fault, or it's not the scapegoat's fault. So Aaron would stand there, according to the Torah, and make a confession over this goat, and then send the goat to Azazel. Now, what in the world can we learn from this ritual? It's a good question. There's a few things. One part in particular that I'd like to emphasize today. Look, the idea of animals and animal sacrifices, I do think, is past date. But if you look at that ritual, one thing that Aaron needed to do was in front of the entire community. Aaron needed to recite the community sins before sending this goat off. In other words, Aaron needed to give voice to what the community had done wrong. It wasn't enough to say, this is for all of the sins. He had to go sin by sin. Imagine the community standing there and needing to hear in explicit terms all of their misdeeds, all the places that they had gone awry. And I was thinking about that, about the importance of giving actual voice to the places where we make mistakes in our lives, in a very sad meeting I had just a few weeks ago. I was meeting with someone who said to me, I'm kind of trying to strip away the details here, but essentially, I don't need to say I'm sorry. She knows I'm sorry. And my reaction in my office when this person told me that was, I don't think that's really a good approach. And it's one that actually is affirmed in the Torah. The necessity of giving voice to our misdeeds. And the Talmud extrapolates from this whole exchange with Azazel that in fact, a true confession, or a confession that has any amount of efficacy, actual voice needs to be behind it. In other words, when you make a mistake, it's not just enough to say, I'm sorry, but you need to say what you're sorry for. According to the Talmud and according to the Torah, no to that person in my office. She just doesn't know that you're sorry. You have to say you're sorry, and you have to say what in particular you are sorry for. We all make mistakes in our lives. In fact, all of us have made mistakes today. If you kind of put your day in rewind, there are things that each one of us did that if given the choice to do it differently, each one of us would make that choice. There are places where we caused pain. There are places where we caused hurt. There were places where we weren't the best person that we could be. And there are times, most of those details, that kind of get obscured and forgotten about rather quickly. But there are also points in our day that we need to apologize for. And it's not just the, I'm sorry, or even worse, I'm sorry if I offended you. That's not a real apology, by the way, right? That's oh, you were too sensitive, so I'm sorry that you weren't, I feel badly that you're not strong enough. That's what that is. But according to Judaism, and it comes from this parsha, which is filled with blood, which is filled with kind of yucky stuff, which is kind of filled with stuff that would make Elle not smile as broadly as she usually smiles. But there are kernels of wisdom that we can learn from. And one of them is that ritual of that escape goat. That goat that is confessed over. That goat which is the biblical antecedent to how we should apologize. Explicitly and in detail. Because our words do matter. And our words let people know how we feel. Shabbat Shalom. We'll invite Elle to come join us on the bima. And Elle, as you come up, I'd like to present to you, before you make Kiddush, one of your gifts, which is this Kiddush cup. And I love that Mom said that you are growing a collection of Judaica. And I love how you refer to all the Judaic pieces in your adult life, from your marriage and from your baby namings. And so my hope, Elle, is that this Kiddush cup is a staple at your Shabbat table, that you bring it to your Shabbat table at home, and that you take it with you to college, and you take it off with you into life. And then God willing, one day, when you have your own home, it'll be a centerpiece at your table. There's also a tray that goes along and a nice box, so you throw that in there. There's a kippah here, and there are some books here. A book on Israel, which we know that Israel occupies a very important place in your family's narrative and in your family's heart. There's a Bir Konim, which gives you all the songs for Shabbat. And then there's also a Bar and Bat Mitzvah certificate that's officially signed by the cantor and I, so it means you got to show up tomorrow morning to make it official. Okay, and with that, but the most important gift is the gift of all these people in front of you now, people who share love and kindness. And you may be like, you're in medal contention for sure, okay. Who share love for you and support you. And so I'll ask everyone to please rise as Elle leads us in her Kiddush on page 55.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei pari agafen.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitchanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu v'shabbat kodsho v'ahava u'ratzonin kilanu zikaron lema'aseh boreshit ki hu yom tachila lemikraye kodesh zecher letziat mitzrayim ki banu b'cha'artach ve'otanu ki dashta mikol hamim ve'shabbat kodshecha be'ava uvratzon inchaltanu Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh haShabbat.
Amen. L'chaim.
Want to finish it? Carry it down with you.
It's not wine, so don't worry about it. It's okay if it was wine. She's got to get to bed early anyway. That's good. I want to let everyone know that it is not quite sunset, but last night we counted the 10th day of the Omer. The Omer is the period between Passover and Shavuot, making a link between freedom and responsibility. Freedom is the gift of Passover. Shavuot is the time that we celebrate our revelation of the Ten Commandments. And so freedom and responsibility are linked. and we count those 49 days, those 7 weeks. And last night we counted the 10th day of that period. And now we'll continue with Aleinu, page 56.
So later on when it's dark, we're going to count the day that comes after 10.
The day that comes after.
But we can't tell you what it is.
'Cause then
You'll have to do your own math. Because otherwise we will have counted it already. I just love this about the Yomer. עלינו לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי ארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל עמונם, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא, שהוא נוטה שמיים ויוסר הארץ, ומשב יקרו בשמיים ממעל, ושכינתו זו בגובי מרומים, הוא אלוהינו אין עוד, אמת מלכנו אפס זולתו, ככתוב בתורתו, וידעת היום והשבות אל לבבך, כי אדוני הוא האלוהים בשמיים ממעל, ועל הארץ מתחת, אין עוד. כן, נקבל לך אדוני ככתוב בתורתך, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד, ונאמר, והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ, ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו echad.
In love, we recall those who no longer walk this earth, and we are grateful to God for the gift of their lives and for the cherished memories that never fade. This week, we, as a synagogue community, mourn the passing of Huang Reader, and we also mourn the passing of Herb Moore. I want to inform everyone that Herb's funeral is this Sunday at 10 o'clock at Mount Sinai of Hollywood Hills. And Herb was a real foundational member of this community who, thank God, lived to celebrate his 100th birthday. And to celebrate that, he came here to the synagogue for an aliyah. He had a party with his family, and now he just passed a few days ago. So it will be our honor to honor Herb's life and to celebrate his life with a memorial on Sunday, May 5th at 10 o'clock. This week we continue to mark the Shloshim, the 30 days since the passing of Maria Blumberg, Sandra Zaki, and Elias Berkman. And in the coming week we'll mark the yahrzeit of Isaac Goldenberg, Alexander Horowitz, Miriam Ingber, Willis Johnson, Ruth Kapler, Devorah Katz, Jack Leedston, Doris Schwartzberg, Evelyn Senrich, Dion Simon, Israel Superstian, William Chernoff, Marion Dreyer, Harry Herstick, Jerome Isaacs, Esther Rodine, Norris Solomon, Sylvia Abrams, Sidney Friedman, Sarah Gidron, Forey Herstick, Bernice Rabinick, Ruth Seaman, David Sugar, Meyer Isaac Tepperman, Fred Weichelsbaum, Bruce Salgin, Herman Alpert, Jenny Brief, Lucille Serlin, Seymour Geller, Leo Guzik, Chana Hockerman, Harry Rosenthal, David Schellist, Pauline Toppel, Mary Hollander, Shirley Giebert, Janine Ludwig, Sally Perlow, Eleanor Dusadeau, Marjorie Gilbert, Fanny Letsky, Hella Levy, Philip Lothman, Susie Rubenstein, Mary Sobel, Stephen Berger, Philip Gilman, Gussie Grossman, Romick Handler, Koppel Handler, Anna Handler, Joseph Handler, Ann Kopel, Susan Nussbaum, Annalie Price, and Larry Sugarman. Is there anyone else marking a yahrzeit for someone I neglected to mention? Okay, we'll ask those of you who are mourning or observing a yahrzeit to please rise as we sanctify God's name with the words of Mourner's Kaddish on page 58. Yit gadal v'yit kadash shemei rabah bi'alma divra kirute v'yamlich malchute b'chayechon uvyamechon uv'chaye dechol beit Yisrael ba'agala uv'yizman kari v'imru amen. Yehi Shmei Rabba Varach Leolam Ome Omaya Yitbarach V'yishtabach V'yitpa'ar V'yitromam V'yitnaseh V'yitadar V'yitaleh V'yitalal Shemei Dekudisha B'richu Le'ela Min Kol Birchata V'shirata Tushbechata V'nechamata Ta'amiran B'alma V'yimru Amen. Yehi Shlama Rabba Min Shemaya V'chaim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'imromav, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'al kol yoshvei tevel v'imru amen. And may the memories of our loved ones be a source of comfort and blessing. And let us say amen. Just before we conclude services for the evening, we want to thank David Kaminer for joining us and accompanying the cantor. We want to thank the cantor for a beautiful tefillah. We want to thank all of you for being here. We want to remind everyone that services start tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock in the Deber Chapel with Psuke de Zimra, and then they'll continue here at 9:30. And we look forward. Elliot, you want to come tomorrow? What do you think? You're good? You'll come tomorrow? You'll come? Okay, good. And so we look forward to seeing everyone then. We have, I also want to remind, especially for all of you, that we have a very special Yom HaZikaron, Yom HaAtzmaut memorial / celebration / October 7th. So we have a very special program that the cantor can tell you a little bit
May
more.
13th, on Monday evening. And it's a concert and a multimedia presentation. It's gotten very good reception, and I would urge people to come. It's going to be very, very worth seeing and experiencing this evening.
So that's on May 13th, and then this coming Monday evening at 7 o'clock, we're having our Yom HaShoah memorial presentation, and that again is this coming Monday at 7 o'clock. And we're having Simon Goodman, who wrote a book about recovering his family's lost art from the Nazis. So he'll be making a presentation this Sunday as part of our memorial. And so we hope to see you all then. Okay, and with that, we're going to conclude with Hatikva. So please rise as we face the Degel, as we face Israel's flag. Hatikva.
Kol od balev penima nefesh Yehudi homia ulefate mizrach kadima ayid letzion Sophia. Od lavda tikvateinu, hatikva bat shnot alpayim, liot am chofshi be'artzeinu eretz Tzion v'Yerushalayim. Liot am chofshi be'artzeinu Birushalayim.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
today I could be a little for a tumult because I have to get a brand new transmission for my car. And within the last hour, I was with Roth going for 2 hours working on something that I wasn't supposed to talk about because it's a surprise. And I kept on saying, look, I gotta go, I gotta go, I gotta go, I gotta go, I gotta go. And no matter what, I can't leave when I want to leave. So I didn't work out. And then right at that moment also, because I didn't work out, and I got the call from my guy about, hey, I ordered that part, you gotta get me some dough. So I took that whole quick amount of time that normally would have been at least a half hour, 40 minute at the gym, and dealt with a huge amount of dough that had to be transferred so that he could be paid for the part that he outlaid the money for. And my brain was probably, my brain and my soul was probably there. But if I do that generally, then there's no excuse for
So
week to
just,
week
you know,
if I make
just,
that
I'm
kind
just
of mistake.
mentioning it so that, next time it'll be.
Yeah, and the other thing is, if I did do it and it's too soft, if they had a mic on me in the journal, that would help too, because,
You can always maybe pull this one.
and I didn't even see that or even think to do that.
Think about it either.
I literally had enough
I'm not
time,
sure, but I think there might be enough cord to put this over by the.
I literally had enough time to take this shirt out and put this shirt on, because if I had to do the whole 9 yards, I wouldn't have been ready. Because I got in here at like 5:45, and it took 5 minutes and did my thing really quick. So I was just brain
Well,
freeze.
you know what? I wouldn't, it's not a big deal.